Hello and welcome to another modern video. The last modern streamer, the only survivor, reporting here for duty. We're going to be playing some Grixis Shadow today. This is the list that we're going to be running. We're trying out a split of one mystical dispute when unlocking the side. We're going to see how that works out. And I have no idea whose list this is. I just copied it from. I think it did pretty well in the latest challenge or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna see how it plays out. If you didn't check out the Jund League, Jund Shadow League that we played earlier, make sure you do so in the link below. And without further ado, let's play some Grixis Shadow, shall we? I'm a streamer too. Oh, that's right, Dido. You still stream from time to time. Nice. We are the survivors, man. We're carrying the torch. We're carrying the torch. Oh, so I'm gonna update the stream title. I guess it says it plays Death Shadow. I'm gonna update to Grixis Death Shadow. There we go. The last streamer with the Beast deck. Yeah, exactly, Goldman. Yeah, so basically nobody else is streaming Modern, so this is going to become basically a Modern exclusive content from now on. Because everybody else is creating Pioneer content, so it makes no sense for me to, create the same content that everybody else is creating. So this is a sneap, right, Dido? This is. I'm not even gonna ask again. This is just a perfect hand. So we lead on Bubble. We try to look for a discard spell. We reveal a Shadow. We probably don't want another Shadow. I think I don't want another Shadow. We of course are gonna get punished, but I feel like I want to find some interaction here. I guess that is some interaction. So I got what I wanted. That is even more interaction. Sweet. Poggers! We're playing the mirror, obviously. So this is the 5th Shadow player that we're facing today in 2 leagues. And we are also playing Death Shadow as well. Love the stream, so glad to see someone playing Modern. Kind of sick of seeing Pioneer everywhere, and you're playing my third deck. Oh, sweet, Nikki Wonka, yeah. Don't forget to hit that follow button and that, get that value. All right, we drew the Shadow anyway, so we're fine. We got this. We totally got this. If it's Mardu Shadow, I might be in trouble. I guess it could be Mardu. Yeah, there's a Marsh Flats. I didn't consider that. Yeah, so it is Mardu Shadow. So we're probably gonna see the guy, the one that discards that host color. That is pretty annoying. This matchup is so bad for Grixis. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because of Ranger Captain, I assume, right? Like, Stub is actually not great in this matchup. Yeah, we're definitely taking the Ranger Captain here. It's not close. And we can make a 6/6 Shadow. So we make it a 6/6 Shadow. And we're holding up Stub. Get another Watery Grave. We're going to stub this Seize. Play the Marsh Flats. Play a second Shadow. Swing for 6. Well, I guess I should have thought Scoured first. Yeah, that was actually kind of bad there. The opponent's hand does not look very good, though. Yeah, I should have probably just like led on Thought Scour, since I already have a second blue source, and maybe if I find a shock, I want to... They just concede. Alright. Because they realize that if these Thoughtseize resolves, they actually are dead on board. That's funny. Alright. Another Shadow matchup. So I probably want this, probably want this, probably want these, probably want these two guys. Yeah? That sounds about right? No, yeah, you are a true Shadow player. If you don't draw good, you should change the deck. That's a fair assumption. I'm going to agree with that. So we don't want TBRs. One Dismember, one Royal Scions. What do we not want? Do we want to like shave some Stubborn Denials? Probably. Double Shadow and 2 always. Yep. That's the lesson that we learned. So we probably want to shave at least one Stubborn Denial. Maybe even 2, actually. Explosive sounds amazing. Dismember also sounds very good. One more card that I want to cut. With Shaver Wraith. Okay, could see that. I also really like shaving a Wraith because I have one of them that's actually foil and it looks very ugly. So whenever I get to shave it, I am very happy. It's just good value. Explosives are wrong? How come? You mean Street Wraith makes them more capable? Okay. What do we take out then? We take this out? Hold on, comandas. I would shave an Inquisition over a stub. Okay. Something like this. How do we like this, Dido? Is this good? Alright, I've submitted this. My opponent put me on the play. My opponent put me on the play. Do we keep this? This seems super greedy. Oh, I have a new... Oh, sweet, Ivan. Thank you so much. I'm going to check it out later. This seems like a very greedy keep. But a keep nonetheless. Is it normal that my opponent put me on the play? So we take the Ranger Captain here, because we can answer the Scholars. And we take the 2 for 1. Oh, you said to Mulligan. Nah, this is gonna work out, don't worry about it. We got this. I mean, just look at this. My opponent's gonna Scholar here. They're gonna take whatever. I'm gonna push the Scholar. It's using my mana perfectly. Very smooth. Now we're gonna draw land. You see? Told you. Oh, I should have played a Shadow there. Whoopsie. Time Amulet player. Oh yeah, I mean this is what's up, right? Okay. So there goes the Fatal Push, probably. My opponent's gonna be able to Scholar me. So now they're gonna Scholar my push. I have perfect info over their hand. There goes the push. We pass. We're gonna draw another land right here. I mean, we're gonna... There we go. We're gonna bubble myself right now, I think, because yeah, I guess I don't want that. So Blood Crypt, play Shadow, pass a turn. So we're gonna top deck right here, the Fatal Push. Oh, there's the land. There's the land that I was talking about earlier. You know, finally found it. So they play Shadow. Wait, what? Yeah, you probably don't want to attack it. This is probably not a good attack, huh? I mean, I told you guys that it was gonna work out. I have no idea why you doubted me. So now we're just gonna pass a turn. Okay, command. Return a creature, target player discards a card. So they have a Ranger Captain they're gonna be playing here. I feel like I discard the Culligan's command here, right? I am just not gonna have enough time. Hey Scott, how you doing? Welcome. So I can discard a quick command here. Yeah. Then we have Snappy. There's the Ranger Captain. Probably gonna get another Shadow here. There it is. They play it. Have a Godless Shrine. They play it tapped. They don't do anything. Okay. So then what we're gonna do is so they can basically counter my snap. I think this is fine though. So I'm going to play the Snappy. I'm going to counter the Fatal Push. I'm going to target the Fatal Push. My opponent's going to sack the Ranger Captain. That is fine. Oh, I should have pushed this in response. My bad. All right, so now we pass the turn. I guess it didn't really matter, huh? Luck here. Push. Push. I'm not playing around TBR. Do they have another Shadow? Tide Hollow Scholar. All right, but it's fine because we're going to draw a removal spell here, so it's okay. Brutal. Brutal. And at this point, I can't really win anymore. Because I can't even trade Shadows. Oh, well, I guess I actually can win here, right? Yeah, I just need to top deck another Kolaghan's Command or a Snapcaster Mage. That's not it. I guess that is technically it plays. Gonna name Zombie. Block there. Another shadow. Easy. Easy. Sure. 2 damage and discard a card. Whoops. I told you. I told you it was gonna be easy. You just needed to believe. Andido wanted to mold that hand. Ha. Clearly there's a superior shadow player in the house today. Clearly there's a superior shadow player right here. You're so good at this deck. I know, Shadow. That's what I'm trying to say. This deck is perfect. Where are we playing Grixis Shadow today? So Scrotus McGee, basically nobody besides me and Dido is streaming Modern. And I think that is just unfair. I think that there should be more diverse Modern content out there. And since nobody else is making it, because everybody's making Pioneer content, I am making Modern content. So I wanted to make some content that is not only shadow related, because some people actually don't want to see only amulet content. So we are catering to those people today. Whose list was this? I have no idea, Shadow. I just copied from somebody online. All right, so so I'm probably thought ceasing no matter what. So we're playing against humans, so I'm certainly thought ceasing no matter what. My opponent's drawing a lieutenant, and so I'm gonna take the meddling mage here. Now we're gonna draw a land. Easy. Humans Isebai. Wow. Strong words. Strong words. Strong words being thrown out there. Alright, so freebooter. Trigger on the stack. We're gonna do this. Opponent gets to look at my hand, but they don't take anything. Tron is not a buy. Wow, we have very, very diversified thoughts over there with the shadow aficionados. All right, let's find some threats now, or some lands. That's cool too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Oh, I milled my island. Whoops. My bad. So Royal Scions. Let's start drawing some cards. There's the thread that I was looking for. I taught Dido everything he knows about Shadow. Nice. I mean, clearly I taught Dido everything he knows about Shadow. That's what we're figuring out today. Alright, so we got a dismember. I guess we got 2 dismembers. We're gonna be in one of those because we're not gonna get to cast them all. So, I guess that Stubborn Denial is even worse. So let's be in that one instead. And we're gonna play our big boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We used this already, right? Yeah. So here comes the lieutenant, probably. Yep, there it is. So as long as my opponent does not draw a Reflector Mage, we should be good. Why would they keep the Violent too? Of course, they have the Reflector Mage, right? Obviously. Oh, Mantis Rider. Okay, we can kill that one. That's fine. I mean, we don't need to chump. We actually block profitably here. That's a TVR which doesn't do much. That's a second angler though. So if my opponent finds another Mantis Rider off the top, which is probably what they're gonna top deck, I'm basically trying to see if I can attack here or not. Because I'm very interested. I think I'm going to attack because I really want to set up lethal for next turn. So here I'm putting myself dead to Reflector Mage and the Mantis Rider off the top. But I want to set up lethal over two. Oh, I discarded the TBR? Oh, I'm very stupid. Never mind. Never mind. All right, so end step, we're gonna do this. We can ult this. This deals 6 damage, which means that my opponent's gonna be forced to chump. Yeah, sounds good. So we attack. Wow, that's some really bad draws there. So they take 6. Swing, swing. This is a lethal attack, so my opponent needs to chump here. And they do. Bubble to see what we draw. Bloodstained Mire, so I'm going to Thought Scour myself. Bubble myself again. And we see a Thoughtseize. So I guess we're going to shuffle again. Like, we're dead to... I guess I can't. So by holding up... So let's think here for a second. So I cannot fetch an island because the island was already discarded. So I'm at 3 life. If I play the basic swamp, I have 1 draw step from the bubble. I have 2 bubble triggers that are going to go on the stack on my opponent's upkeep. If I draw a Snapcaster, then I'm going to be able to snap Fatal Push. If I play the basic swamp. And I'm going to get another draw step from the Street Wraith. If I play the Scalding Tarn, then I'm not going to be able to fetch and shock because I'm going to die. So I think it's correct for me to play the swamp here. I cannot push the Mantis. Yeah, that's also fair. So I guess I need to draw exactly Fatal Push. And I need to fetch on my opponent's upkeep. With these triggers on the stack because I have a Thoughtseize on the top, which I don't want to draw. There's a Snapcaster Mage. Alright, so if my opponent has exactly Mantis Rider, they win. Easy. Alright, so we probably want this. Probably want this. Want this. Definitely want these. And I could see myself wanting these as well because we have so many cards that are terrible. All the stops out. Some number of street rates are gonna come out. Engineer is the MVP. Oh yeah, big time. Big time. What else? Thoughtseize I probably want to cut. So something like this, especially on the draw. Thoughtseize seems really bad. Maybe on the play I can play some of them. 1 TBR and 2 fish. Are you? I mean, are you? I'm gonna trust you, Dito. So I'm gonna trust you. So you can tell me anything, and I'm probably gonna go for it. So if you're bullshitting me, let me know. So okay, so 2 of this and 1 of these. I am the control deck in this match. I mean, if I'm the control deck, then I do want the Royal Scions, though. And Thoughtseize seems really, really bad, but I guess that we're going to keep some of those. And I guess it's Street Wraith, because I definitely don't want stubs. So this is what we're talking about? Is this good now? Is this what we're... Is this what we're looking at? Alright. Let's just win easy. Yeah, that sounds like the plan right here. Sniper, right? Like this hand could basically be anything I want it to be. It's great, right? Nice, nice. So we season 1 for sure. And I think we do it off the water wave because we can find basics off of this. And here we take the Reflector Mage, right? What does the Real Science give? Oh, hello, Ganesa. Gives to the deck. How does it help the deck and return into modern? Would like to know. So basically, it helps you churn through the bad cards in your deck. Like for example, if we draw Thoughtseize on turn 5 or something like that, after they have been good, then you can turn them into actually good cards. And then the +1 actually gives the creature trample, so it allows you to attack through the stalemate. Cannot cast Shadow on 2 now. I mean, my opponent's gonna Lieutenant, right? So I am going to be able to cast Shadow on 2. I do take the Reflector Mage here, I think, right? Or I can hope to get lucky. I would assume that my opponent will attack. Alright, there's 1 Lieutenant. Yeah, Ganesa, anytime. Questions are always welcome. There it is. Another Thoughtseize. That's actually not bad, right? It gives me more info. And then I can Shadow safely as well. And I take the second Lieutenant, I think. So this is going to be a 4/4, 5/5 attacking. My Shadow is going to be 11. And I can take 3 more. So that's going to be an 8/8. 5/5. I feel like I take the Lieutenant here. And I'm gonna get a basics. I should have played the outline because I'm thinking of getting a basic swamp here. I think at this point I'm gonna just get a Steam Vents. Blood Crypt, yeah. I guess I can trade if I wanted to. Meddling Mage. Okay. Yeah. Delta is definitely like the best fetch in the deck, obviously. So it was definitely a punt. Play a swamp. Name a human. There goes a bugler. Thalia sounds good in the face of engineer. Good one, good one. We can't cast that one. We'll hire dice. Sounds good. So my opponent just gonna like throw creatures into the plague engineer just to be able to attack with the guy. Get a basic island here. I'm gonna score myself. Snappy. Not bad. I don't really like the Street Wraith though. Wow. And a push. Okay, but now I can wait a little bit and I can snap back the dismember. I can dismember the meddling mage and that enables my pushes. So I think I'm fine here actually. That is kinda brutal. So I can force my opponent to name push again. I think I have to do that. Yeah, because they will 100% name snap otherwise. So I need to do this right now. Snapcaster dismember. Dismember meddling mage. Now they will name push again. Can we go to 2? I mean, I don't see another option really. I mean, we could have gone to 2 and then like push something, but opponent just continues throwing stuff under the bus to grow this champion of the parish. Is that good? Is that good? And the good thing is that I don't even need to do anything. I just keep waiting. Opponent's gonna cycle here. Yeah, this game is over. I don't think my opponent can win anymore. So we do this. Blow everything up. We push there. We drown there. 3, 4, 5. No, sorry. What am I even counting here? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so I had actual lethal. Oh, I can just ult the Royal Science. My bad. Is Grixis Shadow the best deck in Modern? Tron time. I mean, Sneep, right? You keep this on the blind 100% of the time. Calling another Shadow Mirror, 6th Shadow Mirror today. Alright. Bubble myself. Turn 1 Wooded Foothills. What the hell can these be? Thought Scour. I guess we do draw that. Alright, nothing. Okay. Or Bonsai again. Oh, Jund. El Jundo. It is Jund. Got a Watery Grave. Scar myself. Alright. Cycle. Play land. I think I just pass a turn here, right? And I just push the Goif. And there we're holding up Stub for Lily. Slam the fish. I don't think I want to slam the fish, because then if my opponent plays if they play a Liliana, then I'm actually behind. I guess I could have made the Goif smaller. Yeah, that was probably better. K command, return my thing. And I discard a card. Alright. I think I'm gonna Royal Science here. Well, I guess I could Angler now. Gen Shadow was cool. We went 2 and 3 though. We didn't do great, but it was still a fun league. Play fish now. All right, we're gonna play fish, I guess. I guess I want to scour myself. No, I don't want to scour myself first. Never mind. All right, so we're gonna creature, sorcery, artifact, and then the rest is just instance. So I'm gonna take the worst instance. So 1 Dismember and 1 Scalding Tarn. I was thinking of scouring first, and the reason for that would have been to know what I'm gonna be exiling for the Goif, to make the Goif smaller. Bubble. Timur Battle Rage. I kind of don't want to tap out for Royal Science here. That's a good one actually. So we can see them if they're not played. That's not a black source. So I guess we can actually jam Royal Science here, and we're not afraid of Lily getting us. And I guess I'm gonna attack here. since my card is fine. I can discard the TBR, or I can just like simply TBR next turn. It's probably that's Ren. And a plus, get their land back. Catacombs. Play Goif. And now we actually have lethal, so that's cool. Attack them. So this is 14 minus 5. That's lethal. I'm into this Royal Scions card. Seems pretty powerful. Seems pretty powerful. So explosive seems the nuts against Jund. So I guess I do one engineer, and I do one drown and K command. So this is gonna be the 6 cards that I'm gonna want. Then we take out Battle Rages. That's the easy one. Why do we want Engineer? Because it kills Bob if my opponent's playing it, and even if it doesn't, it just straight up trades with the Tarmogoyf. Yeah. It's just a removal spell, basically. Also, it can make fun of Pyromancer. Oh, the 3-mana Pyromancer. The grown-up Pyromancer. Yeah, it's no explosives. All right. I mean, I would imagine that this is literally the matchup for engineered explosives. Like when playing Amulet, when I draw explosives, I'm ecstatic about it against Jund. So we probably want one stub less and maybe one discard spell less. What are the thoughts? Maybe like one Thoughtseize? Or Nemesis Grixis Shadow on stream? We're diversifying things. Inquisition. Keep the stubs. Interesting. All right. Let's go with this. He wants to play the other best deck in Modern. I guess so. This hand looks good, right? Opponent keeps 7. Yeah. At least it's not Mill, I guess. Yeah, we'll let this. Oh, Mill stream is never happening. I have self-respect. Like I have actually played a bunch of Shadow in the past, so I like the card as Shadow, even though it beats me very regularly. But Mill is not for me. 69 beats for the last Modern streamer. Thank you, PRG. Thank you for the support. Very, very appreciated. My feeling on this matchup is they gave more powerful cards, but yours are more mana efficient. That's why Stub is good. You win by stranding their expensive answers in hand. Fair enough. Will you ever never play Amulet again, but be able to play any deck for free forever, or only play Amulet for the rest of the time? Only play Amulet for the rest of the time. I don't think it's particularly close. Sure, I'm gonna cycle. We might draw another Disco spell here. Or another Street Wraith, I guess. Alright. We get to turn to fish. You prefer Collians over submissions in the main? And Nikki Wonka, I literally just copied this list from somebody who did well at the Modern event, the Modern Challenge. So I made no changes, no significant changes, I guess, to it. I have no idea. I am not a Shadow expert. Would never call myself a Shadow expert or anything like that. Gonna scour myself. Another snappy. Okay. Push. That's a Thoughtseize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm 100% playing the zombie here. The question is, do I Thoughtseize or do I stub? And I think the answer is I hold up stub. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does Summer Bloom ever have a chance of being embedded? Nope. 0%. Summer Bloom is not okay. It took people a long time to figure out, but Summer Bloom was never okay in the modern format. Give it haste. Activate Stronghold. Oh, wait. P, are you there? I mean, turn 2 Bob is how John wins matches, right? So there we go. Opponent figured it out. Reveals Blackcliff Cliffs. Okay, so opponent. Now we know that my opponent is a professional Jund player. Only revealing lands to Bob. Like one should. I guess we do have to stop this, right? It's too much value otherwise. Now we're gonna draw land though, so it's gonna be just fine. Brutal. I guess I should have gotten blood crypt. Need another land here. I think I'm gonna have to push the Bob here. And then Liliana's gonna answer my angler. Can I Thoughtseize and try to get a Liliana from my opponent's hand here? They have 5 cards. They're gonna have 5 cards. What are the chances that they have a Lily? Probably not too high. My opponent has to be double queuing, right? They're just like randomly having stops and times that make no sense at all. So take 5. I think I'm gonna seize here. I think I'm actually gonna seize here instead of pushing. Now I have to push. Yeah, Bob's gonna run away with the game though. Snapcasters can get me back in this game if I draw a land. So even if the angler, yeah, now the angler is gonna get answered, but at least the snappies can do some work in getting me back into this game. This is brutal. Holy! All right. Oh, we gotta take this one, right? And now we need to draw land, or we're gonna die. So we better do that quickly. I know I forgot to draw well for a second here. Sorry, Dito. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna start drawing well again. I probably have to be in the Royal Scions here actually. So I need to draw land so I can. Wait, what? So they're gonna draw a Bob. They didn't play out the Goif. They're playing around Fatal Push. Bob. Goif. Land. God damn it. Land. Yeah, so now I'm actually dead, right? I need to jump here. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. Whoops. Never finding a third land. I think we do the same thing. With my opponent having Bob, I kind of really want to play Engineered Explosives. But I guess like we just saw why it's not great. It's okay. Game 3, we're going to draw well. Yeah, it was all about that turn where I fetched the wrong land. That's crazy. If I had 2 black sources, I would have been able to Thought Seize the Liliana and also push the Bob on the same turn. Yeah, you always want 2 black sources at least in this deck. And it's very likely that you want to get your second water grave before you even get your first like Blood Crypt or Steam Vents. So that was definitely a mistake in fetching. Oh, they had 2 lilies. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. I still think that stubbing the Ren was correct though. His hand is perfect. The God hand. So I guess that we might draw a discard spell here. Stub is nice. And a delta. Maybe we don't want the delta. Yeah, I actually do want the delta. So I'm gonna guarantee the third land drop so that what happened last game doesn't happen again. Alright, quick. Wow. Look at this perfect hand, getting perfecter by the second. So perfect. I'm not playing the angler here because we can't protect it. Next turn we're going to be able to play the angler with stub protection, so definitely worth to hang in there for 1 turn. Nihil Spellbomb. We can drown in the lock that. Is that crazy? It is kind of crazy. No, I think I'm okay with this. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna drown in the lock this. Whoops. So Watergrave, yes. Watergrave. This allows me to angler, and it also allows me to next turn like angler with stub backup. Nice. Do, 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 do. One, two, three, four, five, six. We're looking good here. We're looking good here. Stub you. Thoughtseize. Nice, nice. What you got over there? Oh, we're definitely taking the blood braid here. Yep. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna take the damage here. Just gonna swing for 5 and see what my opponent does. They drew another blood braid. Of course they drew another blood braid. Oh no, that was Goose. Alright. Alright, so we dismember one, we K-command the other one. So much lost life. It's the name of the game, my friend. It's the name of the game. And you wanted to cut stubs? I know. My bad. I didn't know any better. Sorry. Opponent gonna probably discard Fatal Push. Yep. So Bloodbraid could be problematic, but maybe they draw nothing. And we're 3-0. This means that we're the best Shadow player in the world right now, right? Like we have our money back guaranteed and then some. And it's only been 3 games. Damn, this deck is great. It's so funny how this like random common stupid common from like Fate Reforged is just so good. The fact that it's the mana cost is so big, it's so relevant, it's hilarious. Would you rather your card cost 1 mana, or would you rather it cost 7? Well, I'd rather it cost 7 so it doesn't get pushed. Hilarious. Feels like this deck is always one top deck away from falling apart. Yeah, I mean, we haven't faced Burn even once so far. That is a matchup that it's a freaking nail biter. Alright, bring it on. Perfect hand. Perfect hand, no big. I'm gonna Inquisition first. Fetch for Rewarded Grave. See what my opponent's got going over there. Blue-white control. Hmm. This one's gonna be a slugfest. I kind of want to take the opt here because I can easily play around that mana leak. Oh, thank you, Restword. Welcome to the stream. I think I'm gonna take the opt here. Like, I don't really care about the spell snare. I mean, it's gonna attack my Snappy, but... Intrepid with a Twitch from sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Hope you enjoy your emotes. And thank you for the support. Yeah, this matchup is terrible for us. I think I'm gonna go for the opt. So my opponent sees the least amount of cards. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass a turn. So my opponent doesn't use their mana here. Now they're probably gonna do something, maybe. They don't. Okay, cool. So I'm going to fetch. Another Watery Grave. Scar Self. Ugh, there goes the Blood Crypt. Scar Self. Alright, Stub is awesome. Make sure we find our red source before we throw it away again. Let's lead on Seas. See what my opponent's got going on in that hand. Probably gonna take the mana leak. So if we take the leak here, then we can Angler and Stub, which I like. My opponent's gonna be able to Snapcaster, but that's fine. They're gonna get an opt. So Angler, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're currently 3-0, Dido. We got the Giant player. Opt a card to the bottom. You want to be protected from Small Teferi and Jace. Yeah, I have Stub for that. Also, now I get to Keikoman and the second Angler, so you discard, deal 2 to you. This allows me to attack through. So this line is going to be pretty risky. We're going to get got by a Supreme Verdict, but I think it's important for me to put as much pressure on my opponent as possible. I mean, we might get Path here, and if that's the case, then... Or maybe not. Attack. But I think that I need to try to put as much pressure as possible. And if I get to untap, then I'm going to win. Almost certainly. Go get the Skull. So I have perfect info about my opponent's hand. Go down to 4. I think it's okay to cycle. Nice. Ugh. Yeah, I have to play it. If my opponent, I'm not playing around Supreme Verdict for my opponent any longer. Like, now that they showed me Stoneforge Mystic, it's very unlikely for them to have a main deck. Supreme Verdict. I expect them to have a Verdict post board for sure, though. So we definitely want this card, and this card. Probably want some of these action. Something like this. I didn't see literally any 4-drops plus at all. I'm pretty sure that they must have like Cryptic Commands and Jaces, but until I see them, like I don't want to bring a card that is as narrow as the Sinful Stroke. Anything I might want to change? I could see wanting more pushes over brutalities. Especially with my opponent showing me Spell Snare. How do we like this? Battle Skull is 5 mana. Yeah, it's probably... Yeah. That's not how that works. I don't think it is the Queller build. It might be a Spell Queller build for sure. So maybe I split the difference a little bit. Just bring like one Dismember. Let's go with something like this. They have Terminus with Sanctuary. Yeah, for sure. Classic Stoneforge Terminus deck. Oh no! Is this the first time that we're gonna mulligan in this league? And then we draw the perfects? Classic. What do we pitch here? Snapcaster? Easy keep. Well, what to pitch? Like what to bottom is actually very interesting. Probably the second stub, right? Yeah, second stub. Like my other cards are just too good. Especially because this represents an answer to turn 2 Stoneforge. No, because if I cannot bottom the Brutality, because if my opponent does play turn 2 Stoneforge, I just lose to it. Because it's my only answer. So I don't think that I can pitch the Brutality there, unfortunately. As much as I would like to keep my second Stubborn Denial. Don't think I can. I think I'll just pass here. Because of Teferi. Just keep on keeping on here. Well, I guess I can actually Brutality now. Yeah, I'm gonna Brutality now and just discard. See what they got. Do you get the path here? So the shadow is gonna be enabled next turn. go to 11, go to 9. So I'm gonna have like stub is gonna be live. So I think I take the path here. Just because it's the most mana efficient card. Opponent doesn't do anything. Let's play Scalding Turn and pass. So I have 1 Steam Vents left in my deck, so I cannot play the Delta here. I need to actually play this because I need to enable my Shadow. Stop. Ah, they drew a counter magic. Brutal. Okay. That sucks. We're gonna be able to Angler next turn. Wow, they had 1 turn to draw some piece of counter magic. They did. Snapcaster? Snapcaster is interesting. So if I play the Gurmag, so I guess I need to play Snappy first. And get it countered by the Cryptic. And then I can play Snapcaster, then I can play Angler with Snap backup. This field is very threatening now. And now we can Snapcaster stub. We're in a 2-turn clock from this Colonnade though. This is why this matchup is so hard. For us. Also, we drew like 1,000,000 lands. We drew ridiculous amounts of lands. Yeah, that's pro-black. We can't mess with that. We cannot mess around with that sword. That sword is not the beatable kind. Something good? It's not. Definitely not something good. 7, yeah. Let's see what my opponent's drawing. Glacial Fortress. Okay. So at least my opponent's breaking. We are breaking too, though. So many lands. Play a Flooded Strand. They're gonna get aggro. I mean, they kind of have to. Oh, second Stoneforge. That is a big problem. Yeesh. Yep. K command. Played another field. Tux11, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Thanks for hanging out. And thank you so much for the continued support. So we're going to see how they attack here. Just with the colonnade. They can feel me here if they want. I'm holding this in hand because I can pitch it to Royal Scions. Draw something good. That is not something good. I could hardcast this. Is that better than cycling? Probably not. Like, I need to draw one of my like big cards. Wow, that's brutal. I need to draw K command. So 2 damage, destroy target artifact, 2 damage to any target. I know that my opponent's last card is a Glacial Fortress, so I'm going to attack. I guess I attack with both. Like, if my opponent top decks a sword, I guess I die. Wait. I'm gonna get back a Cryptic, I guess. Path to Exile. Okay. So I guess that my opponent is not dying next turn because they are gonna pass the Angler and then they're gonna trade with my Snappy. Okay, so bye-bye red spells. But if we draw any Brutality, we win. If we draw Fatal Push, we win. I guess that one's also pretty good. Can you convince your follower if the count is better? Alright, you have 1 drop step, Poppy. 1 draw step. What you got? One draw step. Cryptic tap draw, of course. Of course. And now we're going to draw Royal Scions after I am out of red sources. Return to hand? Oh, because they can draw like a counter magic or something. That's why. I guess it makes sense. I mean, I'm going to play it. Whoa. So I'm going to play a land, and I'm going to bubble myself, because I need to draw a Fatal Push or something. Colligan's command was revealed, so that one doesn't do anything. So my opponent's upkeep, I'm going to basically just shuffle my deck and enable Revolt, and draw a Fatal Push. Close enough. When my opponent's playing to their outs, their out was like bounce and then like figure out a way to like counter draw exactly into something that counters that shadow. And that's what they did. And I'm trying to play to my outs as well, but... Yep. Alright. My opponent needed to draw the perfects, and they did. Let's try this again. Okay, so we know about Quellers now, so I am way more interested in playing Fatal Push. No, I kind of do like Street Wraith. Actually, I'd like Dismember over Push, I guess. And take out one. No, I do like discard spells in this matchup. Let's do this. All right, game 3. That was a tight game. I enjoyed that. I'm gonna keep trying to find lands here over everything else, basically. I wonder if my opponent is playing forces against me. I would assume that they are not. Bullet Delta on top. Nice. 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 Hey Pedro, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So I could drown here. Do I drown here? If I don't drown, then I can fetch, scour myself, push. I think I'm gonna drown myself though. I'm gonna drown the Stoneforge though. I mean, it just seems like a good spot to use my 2 mana card in order to stop my opponent's 2-for-1, you know? No, because I was short of... Nice. So now I scour myself. Another Stubborino. So, Angler, Wraith, land. Got triple stub. Shiko is good, I forgot. Yeah, dude, don't forget that I'm good, dude. Stoneforge resolves. So we're gonna let them choose whatever they want to get. Sword of Feast and Famine. Okay. Now I'm gonna push this. And now the clock. The clock begins. Triple stub. Yeah, I'm gonna counter that one. That one's countered. Gone. Done. Get out of here. Get out of here. I guess I might as well play this Delta. Of course, that's a terrible draw, but I don't want to get like mana leaked or Mystical Disputed or something like that. Stupid. Yeah, opt resolves. That's basically a dead Flooded Strand, unless my opponent is willing to use a Spell Queller to chump block. Okay, that really sucks. Nope. That's actually very annoying. Yep, that's super annoying. So I'm going to stop this, but now my opponent is able to effectively... Now they can chump with the Queller, and they answered one of my stubs for free. So that's actually very good for my opponent. No. Yeah, that one really sucked. They have another one. Yeah. Ugh. So they might bounce this again, so I think I'd rather use the maximum amount of... I guess I could have Thought Scarred myself. There was like Thought Scar myself. I feel like I do want to have access to some way of killing something my opponent might have going. Easy. Good thing we used all the counter spells to Fairy God Cast. Yep, indeed. 5 cards in hand and they lost, yeah. That's how I like my blue-white matchup, indeed. To be fair, my opponent was not playing like blue-white, right? Like they were playing kind of like blue-white tempo-y, which is a significantly better matchup because like all of these cards are just not actually dead. When you're playing against blue-white control, like the one that plays like multiple Supreme Verdicts, and like Supreme Verdict is by far the hardest card to beat for this deck, by the way. And when you have to beat those cards, and instead your opponent is playing like Stoneforge Mystics, which turn on your Fatal Pushes and stuff like that, then the matchup becomes significantly better. It's still not good, but it's definitely way more winnable than the straight up blue-white control. Straight up blue-white control is just miserable. But yeah, Verdict is pretty much unbeatable. Blue-white is a buy, but for them, right? Wow. Mulliganing again? Never lucky. I like this hand, though. It's a Turbo Shadow hand? Hell yeah. Cycle. Cycle. Another land. Alright. Playing against Urza, finally. Simic Urza end boss. One of my opponents on the Mono Bubble Straw. Gonna get a Watery Grave here. I'm gonna Thought Scar myself. Wait, what? Why? Why would they want to not have information? My opponent's like, yeah, I don't want to know what you're gonna draw. awful draw. Like, horrendous draw. And we even... yeah, so we're probably going to lose this one. We are probably going to lose this one. We just drew too many lands on our mold to 6 already, so we were already down a card, and now we're effectively down 2 cards. One thing I did not consider that I probably should have is I should have played one of these deltas, because if my opponent Piding Needles me, that would be kind of hilarious. Emry, Lurker of the Lock. Well, that thing's dead. They're probably holding up Mystical Dispute, I would assume. You have to be kidding me. If they have Mystical Dispute here, we kind of just die. Alright. In Kaminoko, yeah, that would also be a big problem. I mean, Oko would be basically unbeatable, right? Like, we have 3 lands in hand. I mean, I meant Metallic Rebuke. I didn't mean Dispute. Obviously, if my opponent, there's no way they're playing main deck Dispute. I meant Metallic Rebuke. Alright. Yep, there it is. God damn it. That's GG's. Alright, I'm over this game. I'm over this game. Okay, so we like this, we like this, we like this. We like, we do. I'm not sure about drawing the lock actually. And we probably want engineers because of the possibility of the combo. This is Amulet Shadow. Too many lands. Cut engineer. Alright. We definitely want this. We definitely want these. You don't care about the combo. Fair enough. We cut TBR too, probably. Yeah, this makes sense to me. 1 stroke. 2 is too much. And maybe 1 push. Yep. Exactly what I thought. Alright, let's go. Oh, I'm good, Dido. You know that. You know that I'm good. Alright, let me keep this. The double basics draw. We're probably still fine. Engineer is really good against this deck. I mean, I don't know if my opponent is playing the combo or not, right? If they're not playing the combo, then I don't care about Engineer. So we bubble first. We're going to bubble myself. We're going to see what we draw. A Gurmag Angler. That is a threat, but is that a good enough threat? Because I don't have enablers for it. So I guess I still need to keep it, though. We Thoughtseize. Classic hand. Gonna get the Veil of Summer. Good passage turn. Delta, double bubble. Yeah, I mean, Veil makes a lot of sense against this deck. Why are they not getting the value from the bubbles? Do they care about the Mox Opal being turned on? Do they have like turn 2 Oko or something? Snow Covered Island. No need for me to do anything here. Not that I can anyway. I could Snapcaster Thoughtseize. I don't think I want to though. I think we just chillax here. My opponent has an Ursa, that would be a problem. Ah. My opponent's very good. My opponent is very, very good. They still have 3 cards in the tank. I fucking hate this card. I hate that card. So I think I need to Angler now. I need to Angler here. My opponent is gonna turn it into an elk, but at least I can attack it for 5. This is pretty absurd. My opponent draws 3. They drew an Ursa, of course, of course. Of course, of course. Yeah, we're not gonna get that 5-0 apparently. No 5-0 for us. No 5-0 for us. Yeah, we just can't beat this combination anymore. Even if we answer the Ursa, then the Oko just kills us. And if we answer the Oko, then the Ursa just kills us. And we just don't have the cards that we need here. So I don't think we can win anymore. So we're just going to concede. Yeah, it's. I mean, we could play for like 2 or 3 more turns, but we just cannot overpower this. Like especially now the stub is turned off. We just cannot win anymore. So I don't think it's worth continuing to play. That's kind of like a shitty way to end, especially that game 1 was so bad. And that top deck Oko there was just too much to handle. But that was cool though. Like Grixis Shadow did work. Lost against Oko, not a true Shadow player. Yeah, I wish I were a better Shadow player, huh? Honestly don't know what to think about the list. Obviously, we played only a single league. That's definitely not enough to know what's good, what isn't, and that kind of stuff. But it was certainly very fun. I enjoyed this deck a lot. Um, I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to be streaming yet, but it's going to be another. I think I'm going to do non-amulet tomorrow, and then I'm going to do amulet on Thursday. So tomorrow, the options are probably going to be hardened scales, Titan Shift, some kind of Eldrazi deck, and I'm kind of interested in trying out the Crybine lists. So I could also see running this as well. So if you want to, vote for tomorrow's deck, make sure that you follow me on Twitter. And I'm going to post a poll right after this stream is over, and then you're going to be able to vote there, and you're going to get to choose which deck we're going to be streaming tomorrow. So that's going to be sweet. But yeah, thank you very much for hanging out. Again, I will be back tomorrow with some modern action. And if you would like to check out, if you would like to subscribe and that kind of stuff, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Make sure you follow, like, all that kind of stuff, and I will see you on the next video.